What's up, beautiful people? You know, this generation is full of people who are exposing themselves to sharing insights and awareness with awakening of consciousness. Because it's easy now to get things out. I was contemplating on my way while I was driving here to this park, and before I go into this park to do some exercise, just my own personal deep understandings and my growth through spirituality and coming to this knowingness of divine source. So throughout my journey of having many masters, the first master in my life was Jesus with my parents. And to truly understand that, the best part that you can reflect the truth of Jesus was the good feelings that you had whenever you really connected to the Holy Spirit or connected to that place that you knew you felt really good, you felt at ease, and you felt free. Now the rest of the journey with Christianity, the journey with being forced into thinking something because it's good for you, was not in alignment. And that's why it didn't really work out for me all the time when I went to church. Even though when I went to church, I felt a connection there, first of all, with my parents and with the people. And I guess what I know now is that the mind slows down when everybody comes together in prayer. So there was a connection. The repetitiveness, though, was me watching my mind say the whole sermon over and over and over again. Like every word for word, answering, repeating. And so the joy that I've really felt that I had the most in my beginning stages on my spiritual path with my family, the peak states would be Christmas. And it just always felt good, you know, and it just brought the whole calendar year around in a circle of what life really meant from a perspective with joy and wherever Jesus was in my life. Later on, as I grew through my own personal journey with my body and yoga, I got more receptive and more open to the ancient wisdom of yoga. And I really felt that there was things within me that was connecting to the same thing of the Holy Spirit. But yet there was another door to open, and wisdom and tradition and culture that put me in circles and put me in really good experiences, many blissful experiences. Then I was separated from my Christianity at that point because learning it was another religion. And then when I went deeper into yoga practices and meditation, I really didn't find the real meditation until a lot of different things happened in my life where I had to call out for help and guidance. A lot of really hard things to pass through in trusting humanity, and trusting my family, and trusting my relationships. There was a lot of dark areas. But through the light of yoga, and then through the light of my faith and whatever that meant, I came through more trust and love throughout the process of whatever I was in with religion and then with reality. And because I had whispers and guidance happen to me while I was in meditation at a young age, while I was discovering the ancient wisdom of the Vedas, I could reflect through trusting the path and trusting the experience. The biggest thing, and why I'm highlighting on this is just because it'll come to a full circle why. The biggest thing that I got out of all the Vedas and all the mantras and the whole journey was my chakras. It's probably the best thing out of the whole process. I had really great experiences with Hinduism and thinking in synchronicity, but not really being told those words. And so it was a mystery for me where I would think something and it would manifest really quick. And there was a lot of energy around me when I was studying Hinduism, and the energy that was involved with chanting and participating and cooking and cleaning and bhakti yoga. And as I transformed more through that, there was a lot of good and bad that was in my life that led me out of it, and it allowed me to open up new doors and explore with other humans, with love, and what those loves brought to me, with other Eastern cultures, Eastern philosophies, and Eastern gurus. And then through love, through all this journey of Jesus being love, Krishna being love, Guru Nanak, Buddha, all this about love, becoming love journey, the love journey. And so all this love journey, it led me to lovers and opening up many doors that I want to explore in all different practices, from yoga, tantra, several different forms of meditation, prayer, spending a lot of time alone and coming to these full circles. And, there is a couple different lovers on my journey that really opened up doors with Osho. And then there was a whole other dimension of trying to understand something so faceted, so multifaceted, and so multidimensional, and so contradictive. But then there was something of a true connection that I knew. And I trusted it, and I kept going through it. And I really came to get some really great treasures and gifts from Osho. And that's what led me to Source, and to understanding what enlightenment was, what Osho was dissolved in, and to truly understand this mind by doing practices of no mind, which led into Vipassana, and which led into really cool states of connection with my inner body. So doing all this while being in a family and connecting with Source, there's a definite cycle that why I come to talk about this here today, and while I was driving, was really putting things together about the value of the external world and the value of the internal world. The value of the internal world is where you got to sacrifice and make the time for it so that you can learn it. Because to really open up chakras, there's a process. And if you watch the Avatar, you'll see even the Avatar, that cartoon, what he had to go through in order to awaken his energy. That's real stuff. That's real reflections of ancient wisdom being passed down. Either it's Chinese, Japanese, Indian, even the biblical. There's a lot of different sacrifices to truly understand how to fall into grace. And so while I was contemplating all this and who I am while I was driving, the full circle brought me into how to help other people understand that everything that you're calling upon really leads to Source. Even when I call upon Jesus and that invoking of connection and trusting that relationship, ideally he is in the universe connecting to you through the foundation of the Father, of the Source, Mother, Father, Mother Earth, all this energy. And truly trusting that when you're looking back at the journey, like I'm looking back at my journey and I'm like, who was I when I was in Hinduism? Where was I now that I know consciousness on a whole different level? And it's my duty to really tap in and to purify myself through meditation, get connected, get in alignment, and really understand synchronicity and manifestation and knowing what I want through deliberate creation. How to help people get there is meditation. It's really the only way to get to understand how to manifest a really great life in appreciation of the process of having the life that you are deliberately creating. And now that I have a full circle of that, that's all I'm going to continue doing. I've had these really great masters that have blessed me with a lot of wisdom. And I called upon them, and I'm here to deliver the messages that I've learned and to continue meditation so that I can be in my full alignment with Source energy and be playful like a child. The Christian girl that I was, born into a family of being, I truly understand it now because I truly understand Source. But without the Father of the wisdom and truly being able just to completely connect to Source energy, I've had many teachers and many masters that were there to reflect, but they've never been there physically. So I know I can connect because I am connected all the time. I thank all the masters of masters that are fully engaged in that holy energy for finding their way into my life and to helping me to see how to have a better day and to remind me of truly connecting to the soul as much as I can every day with the people that I'm with and with my own personal family, within every method that I'm engaging myself in, whether I'm cooking, cleaning, maintaining, and a deep appreciation for Mother Nature, for the animals, for the plants, and to let nature bring me everything that I know that it's taught me that I want and that I deserve. So yeah, so that's what I'm here engaging and talking with you, is coming to source. How to get connected. It's meditation. How do everybody get into meditation? My journey in sharing with you is to expose you to how many things I went through the process of in order to realize silence and the benefits of silence. Blissed Out is all about totality. And so if you're engaging in your total acts of whatever you're doing, whatever method it is that you're doing, you'll come to a state of silence because nature calls you. You really need nature to balance it all, where you experience the divine. Now, whether you're conscious or unconscious, that's a whole other topic. Choosing to be conscious is a conscious intention every day. So that's just a wrap up on how I'm in my moment, sharing with you how to get connected to source, how to find that place within you, following the breath. And there's more to come. It's my time alone in this moment, and I thought I'd share that because I needed to. It was called within me to share. So hopefully this reaches out to anybody who needed it. If you have any questions, message me below. Get blissed out, and there's more to come. More people to interview. I'm working on that in the month of August. I'm super excited to continue knowing my life legacy is being left here for my children and for my friends.